Roosevelt. Roberts is 10 years his junior. Roberts, the taller man by several inches. He will have a 2-inch advantage in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the UFC Apex in Las Vegas for UFC Fight Night, Blades versus Volkov. And now, this fight is 3 rounds in a UFC catchweight contest at 160 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 10 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 160 pounds. Fighting out of San Bernardino, California, Roosevelt, the Predator Roberts. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 31 wins, 14 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 159 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Sparta, New Jersey, Jim A-10 Miller. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean, one of 2 main card assignments for him tonight. Jim Miller making his record-tying 35th UFC appearance here tonight. Donald Cowboy Cerrone, the only other man to make this walk 35 times.
Ready.
Mike, there's no overstating how impressive a feat that is.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the guy's been around forever, fought everybody. But that said, he's got a tough fight tonight because Roosevelt Roberts is very, very confident. That's good. That's exactly what he needs. If Roosevelt's on the floor, that reach advantage is totally nullified. So this is a fantastic start for Jim.
Yeah, this is not where you want to start the fight if you're Roosevelt Roberts. Right away.
Roosevelt was so confident coming into this one, so much so he was actually tweeting me about 20 minutes ago. I threw out a little tweet of appreciation on break for Tisha Torres. I said, wow, how good did Tisha look? And he responded with, not as good as I'm going to look.
How about that?
I love his confidence. You got to have that, and he's using a very good guard here. Jim Miller's very aware, and this is his best move. His guillotine, if he gets his arms around your head like this, you need to respect it, get on the hands, and you see Roberts doing the right thing, getting on the hand right away. But you cannot let Jim Miller keep a hold of that lock for long. He will choke you.
Well, this is the type of fight Jim Miller wants, especially against a tall, lanky guy like Roosevelt. He wants to put him on the floor and turn it into a mixed martial arts jiu-jitsu match because that's what he's good at. That's entirely his game. And certainly when you look at the stature, right, Jim Miller clearly the shorter guy. Therefore, the center of gravity is lower and the downward pressure is greater than Roosevelt. So this is a fantastic place to be, and he has more experience and just more time in the game. 35 fights, for crying out loud.
17 career wins by submission for Jim Miller, 3 of them by way of that patented guillotine, the last of which came against Clay Guida. Dom, we were there last August in Newark, New Jersey for what was the 13th career round 1 finish for Miller.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. His feel on that guillotine is up there amongst one of the best guillotines in the UFC. I really believe that. And look how he's got that left underhook. That is what's keeping Roberts on his back so flat, is the way he's using that underhook. And now Roberts does the right thing and exploding up.
Armbar.
And Miller on the armbar, and that is tight.
Hey, and he's got long arms, and that's going to help Jim here.
This is one of his best attributes as well, as this armbar. So let's see what Roberts can do with it.
So Roosevelt's is doing the right thing. You grab your own bicep, and then you prevent the arm from being straightened. You then take your knee, and you put it in the butt of Jim Miller, and then you start to pull it out. You start to slide it out.
He's got it. He's got it. That's it.
Wow, like that.
It's his best, one of his best weapons is armbar and guillotine, and you cannot give those positions to a black belt like Jim Miller. He's too high percentage in those positions.
On the feet, being tall, rangy, and lanky is such an advantage. On the ground, against a guy like Jim Miller, he's going to make you pay for having those long arms.
First armbar win for him since 2013 when he got the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt Fabricio Camões. But a huge win for the father of 4, Jim Miller, here tonight as he turns back the clock yet again. All right, now look at tonight's freaky fast finish brought to you by Jimmy John's.
First off, let's see this takedown right here. He throws an up kick, and Jim Miller just timed a low kick at the same time. It was just chance, and he's able to get that top position, get those underhooks. But right here, to transition to the armbar from here is perfect. You see him, he sees it now, and then from here he throws it over the head, and let's listen right now for the tap. Cracking in that one.
So the verbal tap from Roosevelt Roberts, and once it's official, it goes into the books as UFC win number 21 for the ageless Jim Miller. We'll talk to him after this as we continue live with UFC Fight Night from Vegas. UFC Fight Night on ESPN is presented by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. In part by P3, the official protein snack of the UFC. And by the Marines, winning battles for our nation and for all its people. All right, now to make this one official, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 25 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, Jim A-10 Miller!
And don't look now, but the 11